Welcome to today's class. Today we will do poem Animals, and it is written by Walt Whitman. Let's see the introduction of the poem. The poem Animals by Walt Whitman is a comparison between animals and humans. In this poem, he shows how animals are better than humans as they are more empathetic than humans. So, empathetic is here ability to understand and share feelings of others. Whitman says that animals also have the feelings just like humans. However, their way of expression is better than humans. Humans have lost the true meaning of life in this fast paced life, while animals still enjoy the true beauty of life and nature. Fast paced life means fast moving life. They are calm and self contained, means satisfied, and are happy with the resources they have. According to the poet, humans have lost their sanity while chasing the material goods. Sanity means ability to think or behave in a normal way. Now, let's discuss the theme of the poem. The poem Animals by Walt Whitman is based on the theme of lost virtues among human beings. This is human. The poet compares humans with animals and finds that the animals are more virtuous than humans as they do not fret and fume over things. Fret, always getting angry, and fume means an amount of gas or vapor that smells strongly here. So it means getting irritated and getting angry. Man, in his greed for materialistic things, has forgotten the virtues of innocence, simplicity, and contentment. Is here satisfaction. While humans have lost the true meaning of life in this fast paced life, all animals still enjoy the true beauty of life and nature. The poet says that humans are calm and self contained. They are happy with the resources they have. They do not criticize what they already have like humans. He always says that the humans have lost their sanity while chasing the material goods. Now let's discuss stanza 1. I think I could turn and live with humans. They are so placid and self contained. I stand and look at them long and long. So, here, poet is totally in favor of animals because animals do not criticize, they do not run after the worldly things, they do not cheat anybody, they do not get angry on their wrong deeds, they do not commit any sins. So he's saying that I think he should turn towards animals, he should live with the animals. They are so placid means here they are so calm, and self-contained means they are very much self-satisfied and self-confident. I stand and look at them long and long. So, for a long time, the poet is watching these qualities of animals. The figure of speech is here repetition of I and I, long and long. This is here repetition long and long. Here, when two words appear in consecutive line continuously, so what will be the figure of speech? That will be anaphora. So here we are having anaphora. Let's see the paraphrase. Whitman compares man to animals. He finds that man lacks many virtues which animals possess. Possess means having in their characters. He feels the life of a man is full of stress, depression, and anxiety. So he wants to turn away from living or from the life of human beings with other humans and wants to live in the company of animals for good, because he believes that he will get real happiness among animals, because animals are having no bad habits or no bad thing in their characters. After all, he wishes to make a relationship with animals. Second stanza, they do not sweat and whine about their condition. They do not lie awake in dark and weep for their sins. They do not make me sick discussing their duty to God. So they refers to here animals. They do not sweat and cry means they do not cry and complain. They do not cry and complain for their deeds. First, they do not commit sins, and then they do not cry, they do not make complaints, and they do not lie awake at night. Wake in the dark means wake at night. For what? For crying for their wrong deeds. They do not make me sick discussing their duty to God. So the poet is fed up with the humans when they discuss their duty to God. And what is now here discussing their duty to God? The animals are very truthful, and as they never boast their good deeds alone in the name of God. They do not boast their good deeds in the name of God. The poet says so because humans do this. They try to show their religious work to others, their good deeds to others, their qualities to others. They do to get popularity, and poet says that animals do not irritate him by doing such things. So making sick means irritating. The poet is not getting irritated because of the showing qualities towards God of the animals. The animals do not sweat and complain about their condition like human beings. Humans lie awake at night and cry for the wrong they have done, and at last they lost their temper over trifles. So what is trifles here? Trifles means a thing of little value. Humans have created much hype. Hype means intensive publicity about their duty to God. So whatever humans do in their life, the good deed, their work, all they show, and they do in the name of, they do not do in the name of God, they do only just for their publicity. This has reached a level of obsession among some which makes the poet feel sick. Obsession means here the thought intrudes a person every time. The thought which we are having every time in our mind. Such state is called obsession. But the animals are free from all such thoughts. They are quite happy as they do not waste their time discussing their duties to God like humans. So animals do not show whatever they do or whatever they work, and then they do not do wrong, and then they do not weep at night. They do not complain to anybody, and they do not make cries. Now stanza 3. Not one is dissatisfied, not one is demented with the mania of owing things, not one kneels to another, nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago, not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. So not one is here, not one is animal. Dissatisfied means not satisfied. Not one is demented. Demented means mad. With mania of owning things. Mania is a type of we can say mental illness or a craze to run after the worldly things. Owning thing means earning the things, having the things, different type of worldly things. So animals are very much satisfied. No animal is dissatisfied with its condition or with its facilities or with its things which it is having, and no animal is mad with the craze of having the possession of different worldly things. And not one kneels to another. Kneels means bends towards another, means we can say here another is here for refers to humans. No animal bends before any human being, or no animal worships any human being, nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. So this line means their ancestors. They do not bend or worship their ancestors, or they do not worship the human beings. Not one is respectable and unhappy over the whole earth. Even then, no animal is given respect, and no animal is unhappy over the whole earth. So here the poet is talking about, if we are kneeling and bending before the person of before any other person, this shows that human beings are having a discrimination among them, discrimination of rich and poor, discrimination of high quality people, high status people, and the low status people. That's why the low status people bend or bow before the people who are having high status. So this shows that such type of discrimination is not among the animals. Now see, and all these qualities are liked by poet. That's why the poet wants to move from the life, from the world of humans to the world of animals. The animals do not possess the craze for possessing things. There is perfect equality and self-respect in the animal kingdom, as no animal has to bow to another of their own kind. They all are equal and remain satisfied. Now next stanza is stanza number 4. So they show their relation to me and I accept them. They bring me tokens of myself. They evince them plainly in their possession. I wonder where they get those tokens. Did I pass that way huge times ago and negligently drop them? So means that's why. Because of all qualities of the animal, that's why they show their relation to me. Means they show their relation to me means they are very true to show their relation to others. They are very true, they are very honest, and they are having no greed of anything. That's why they are showing the true relation to poet, and I accept them. I accept the true relation showed by the animals. They bring me tokens of myself. Means the poet introspect himself here and says that from where the animals got those good qualities, and he questions himself. Here it is questions. Token here refer to, tokens word refer to as the inner qualities of human beings, and they evince means here reveals, show. So very simply, the qualities which they are having in their position means in their character, they show these qualities to poet. And they bring me tokens of myself. It means by showing such type of qualities, the animals are introducing the qualities of poets himself. Whatever the qualities the poet is having in his character, he is introspecting himself. He is checking himself that where his qualities has gone. I wonder where they get these tokens. Means I am very much surprised. The poet is feeling very much surprised that from where the animals got all these qualities. Did I pass that way huge times ago and negligently drop them? He questions himself that where his own qualities has gone, did he left them or had carelessly lost them somewhere? The qualities that were found in humans in past, like innocence, kindness, truthfulness, are now seen in animals. He wonders that humans gave up these qualities and they have been passed on to the animals. The qualities which humans were having, now the animals are having. So he is very much surprised, and the poet does not want to live with human beings because of their bad characteristics, and he wants to live with animals because they are honest, because they are true, because they are not irritating others, they are not showing, they are not running up after worldly things. And the poet is feeling here good and feeling satisfied in going towards the word of animals. The poet has a deep desire to learn from animals. They do not have any kind of falsehood. The poet is much surprised at their qualities. He wants to learn from them, though he had dropped them carelessly. Dropped means left them. Carelessly means without paying attention. He left, he gave up his qualities. This is glossary. Rhyme scheme. The poem is a free verse with no rhyme scheme. Now let's discuss figure of speech. Anaphora. We discussed in line, they do not and I. Alliteration is in line when the words are given in the line. These are they, me, myself, am. Repetition is there. Long word is repeated in line number 3-4, I think. The metaphor means inner qualities are referred as tokens. So this is the end of the poem. I hope that you are able to understand. Thank you for watching video.